joining me again for another Pixie Talks review vlog.
Pixie Talks, reviews and vlogs at Pixie Talks. Pixie Talks, reviews and vlogs at Pixie Talks.
Woo! Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. And it's time to wrap up the year now, which means that there is one more Christmas review left for December. I know, you all want Star Wars, but just hold your horses. Now, I was going to do a top 5 Christmas movie video, but then I was blindsided by a new release from Marvel. And they made a Loki Christmas movie? I'm gonna cry. To wrap up 2015, this is Marvel Superhero Adventures Frostfight. Well, this is one of the weirdest Christmas-themed movies I've ever seen, that's for sure. Now, Marvel has released a lot of Christmas special comic book issues, but as far as I can find, there's not a lot in the way of Christmas-themed films out there, animated or otherwise. Enter Frostfight. Frostfight is every bit as weird and ludicrous as you would imagine a Christmas-themed Marvel movie for children would be. Loki, with the help of the ice giant Ymir, has hatched a new plot for world domination: steal the powers of Santa Claus. And why not? Santa brings gifts to children in all of the 9 realms in a single night, a feat that requires extraordinary amounts of magical power. But luckily for the children of the realms, the Avengers discover this sinister plot and embark on their own journey to save Santa. Tony Stark plays the token skeptic, the only one of the group who doesn't believe in Santa Claus anymore. And this is because as a child, Santa didn't reply to one of his Christmas letters, because of course it is. Meanwhile, the firm believer of the group is rookie kid Umberto, aka Reptile. And he more than believes enough to make up for the cynical Stark. Also, the only one to rival Umberto's enthusiasm for Christmas and Santa Claus is apparently the Hulk? Who knew the big guy had so much Christmas cheer? And did I mention that Rocket Raccoon and Groot are in this, because why not? Alfheim is Santa's home in this, apparently, which kind of almost makes sense when you remember that Alfheim is the realm of the elves. But it kind of doesn't make sense because the elves of Alfheim are your typical fantasy-style elves, not the cute little gnome-like elves that we typically see at Santa's workshop. And yet, they try to make Alfheim into this Christmassy Candyland-type place, complete with cookie trees and candy cane mountains, but then you've got Lord of the Rings wood elves running around in it, and it just doesn't work. But honestly, that's kind of what I really like about this. It's such a weird amalgamation of genres and ideas, and forcing the Santa Claus mythos as ham-fistedly into the Marvel canon as they possibly can, resulting in a breathtaking train wreck. Now, this is very, very clearly for a pretty young audience, so it's not like they were counting on the adult fans to give this a watch unless it was with their children. But as a huge Loki fan and as a huge Christmas fan, I couldn't possibly not watch this. And it's every bit as silly as I expected it to be, and believe me, it is very, very silly. Do not watch this if you are hoping for an action-packed Marvel flick. Only watch this if you are curious about just how weird Marvel plus Christmas could possibly be, because the answer is very weird. Oh, and the animation is bad. Very bad. It's reminiscent of low-budget Flash animation indie projects, which is fine for indie projects, but seriously disappointing coming from Marvel. I would have liked it if they'd put a bit more effort into smoothly animating this, and it is half the time it feels like a cardboard cutout puppet show. The voice acting is also all just a little bit off, as they apparently couldn't get their regular voice actors for this project. Altogether, this is pure so bad it's good gold. It was awful, and I loved it. Loki was brilliantly over the top and hammy, and I ate up every moment of it. Although I would like to see Loki actually get to be a badass in a Marvel flick instead of just getting his butt kicked for laughs. But for now, I'll just enjoy his ludicrous monologues about world domination that are about as over the top as Turl from Battlefield Earth.
While you were still learning how to spell your name, I was being trained to conquer galaxies.
it for my review of Marvel Superhero Adventures Frostfight. And it also wraps up the Christmas reviews for 2015. I'll see you in the new year for my thoughts on Star Wars. Until then, bye!